You see these? That means the film is artsy. That's Hey, what's going on, everybody? Jared here with another brand new movie review. I'm running low on costumes, so I'm kind of an amalgamation of Robert Pattinson and William Dafoe and a ship captain, I guess, because I just checked out this new artsy-fartsy movie, black and white, the standard ratio we have here on the sides, and it's called The Lighthouse. Two lighthouse keepers try to maintain their sanity while living on a remote and mysterious New England island in the 1890s. So is The Lighthouse one of the best films of 2019? Let's find out. But before I get into my thoughts, let me know what you guys thought of That Lighthouse, if you were able to check this out, and if you think that this is one of Robert Pattinson's and William Dafoe's best performances. Now let's get into some of the good. Alright, so straight up, I'm going to give sort of a disclaimer here. Went into this movie probably 3 hours ago. I've been stewing on it a bit, and I have to straight up say, I hate The Lighthouse. But follow me here. I know that it is a masterfully crafted, a beautiful movie. Like, it is, on the technical side, it is phenomenal. I'm gonna have a lot of explaining to do, but I'm gonna get into the technical side. The way that this was shot, the framing is masterclass, because obviously they had the idea of it being in a 4:3 ratio from the very beginning. You know, A24 is always down for whatever. Robert Eggers, again, he's doing his thing, and I thought that all of the framing, all of the shots were beautifully just crafted well, because the framing is great. You don't need the sides to find it, to kind of almost see what else is going on in the scene, and that actually ties into this uneasy psychological what the hell is going on in this movie feeling. So the way that the technical side actually helps with a lot of the movie. And then also another thing on the technical side is, obviously this is a black and white movie. You have to mess around with a lot of lighting. You're gonna have a whole like color palette, but it's, you know, whites, grays, and blacks. And the way that they lit this movie, with it being in black and white, is again an achievement in filmmaking. It looks phenomenal, mixed with all of the framing shots that I mentioned earlier, with it being black and white. This is honestly, I would say, probably one of the most beautiful movies I have seen of 2019, and it was a bit distracting at the very beginning with the 4:3 ratio, but you are sucked into this movie that isn't even a thing after the first 5 minutes. I feel like years down the road, people are gonna watch this movie and think it was made in like the 1950s, because it almost had that aesthetic to it. If you had never seen a movie watch this, you would 100% think it was an older movie. And as I mentioned, sort of this psychological, eerie feel, the score with a whole bunch of foghorns, almost Inception-esque, built onto that eerie, haunting, what is going on in this movie feel. So I thought the score, the framing, the color palette, everything worked in its favor. But then the thing that absolutely just sealed this movie for me was the performances from Robert Pattinson and William Dafoe. Robert Pattinson is on a completely different level. William Dafoe is absolutely just crazy and weird and just uneasy in this movie, and their chemistry, they work so well off of each other. I mean, they're the only two in this movie, so they gave it their all, and it is amazing. But Robert Pattinson, the looks he gives the screen, because there isn't much dialogue actually in the movie, so it's a lot of action and a lot of facial and a lot of just acting without, you know, emoting on your face. And I thought that he did a phenomenal job in this movie. I mean, a couple weeks ago, I thought that Joker, Joaquin Phoenix, was probably gonna get the best actor at the Oscars, no doubt, with no competition. Robert Pattinson is 100% his competition here. So this movie, it looks amazing and it has amazing performances. However, this is the thing that I just did not like, I couldn't get on board, is the story. I'm gonna admit it, I'm not probably smart enough to understand what was happening in this movie. This is a movie that you're gonna go and see. Obviously, it's from A24. A lot of A24 movies, you're gonna have to do this, is you watch the movie and then you have to go watch an ending explained or an article to explain what the hell you just watched, because everything in this movie is just weird, and there's quick shots of just these random things, and it ends in this very open-ended, weird, like, you make your own interpretation. And I like that for certain movies. This one just really rubbed me the wrong way. No pun intended if you have seen this movie. Overall, The Lighthouse is a masterfully crafted film that will no doubt be divisive. With it being beautifully shot, masterful framing, some of the best performances of the year, and this eerie score, but with a lot of things in the story and these artsy shots that just, they really did not do it for me. I'm sitting on this weird line of you should see this movie and you should not see this movie. I guess this is what I'm going to say. If you usually watch my reviews and you are on the side of me with all of my rankings and thoughts for all of these other movies, skip out on this movie. You're going to hate it. But if you want to watch a very beautifully crafted film, some of the best performances, you know, just a very definition of almost an art housey film, go check out The Lighthouse. In closing, I'm gonna give The Lighthouse 4 out of 5 bean farts. So what did you guys think of The Lighthouse if you were able to check it out? I want to know in the comments down below. Anyways, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Watch some more videos up there, you know, movie reviews, trailer reactions, fun comedy skits. This week is gonna be packed. I got an early screening of Dr. Sleep, and then obviously Terminator, Jojo Rabbit, and a few other Netflix ones sprinkled in, so stay tuned for all of that. Follow all of my social media, click that subscribe button. It seriously helps me out, and until next time, I'll see you later.